For more on this, we're joined by Eden Harris, who's US Africa Special Correspondent for Connecting Africa News in Ghana's capital, Accra. Welcome to Money Talks, Eden. Now, firstly, is this energy crisis the push factor that Africa needs for digital independence?
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. With the disruption of the Strait Hormuz affecting African markets, the war can push African nations to double down on AI-driven energy management, and speed up to absorb those external shocks. Lawrence Atta, who is the former chief technology officer for the city of Toronto, told me, "quote like Africa cannot afford to remain a consumer of technology built on elsewhere and governed by others, and that AI is not optional for Africa; it is the digital infrastructure."
And could AI help end the era of Western aid and dollar-based energy reliance for the continent?
That's a great question. Not quite. So the IMF's 2026 Economic Regional Outlook report on Sub-Saharan Africa says that the region hasn't demonstrated AI readiness, and that's due to infrastructure, among other things. But I want to provide some nuance here. The IMF notes not ready is not the same as not capable. So what does this mean in the context of your question? Countries still need financing because infrastructure gaps are real. Experts are saying don't let war blow up AI plans.
And you just got back from World Bank meetings in Washington. How can debt-distressed nations balance immediate war-driven aid with long-term AI investment?
Great question. So experts are basically saying countries shouldn't pause AI just because the war is creating short-term fiscal pressure. They say that AI can help create a balance, like using it to optimize healthcare systems. The tone is clear. If countries pivot fully to crisis mode, um, if countries, pivot fully to crisis mode, they risk falling further behind.
And can AI bypass legacy limitations in energy and health sectors while the West is currently distracted by ongoing geopolitical tensions?
Yes, and as you just mentioned, I was recently in Washington, D.C. covering the IMF World Bank Spring meetings. And on an AI panel, there was an expert who addressed this issue. And he basically responded to my question, asking, like, where does Africa go from here amid the global context? And he told me the conversations that he's had in Africa have moved beyond what products they need to buy, but are also about wholesale reconstruction of systems around health access. That can mean using AI to triage a patient, making limited healthcare workers more and far more efficient.
Eden Harris in Accra, thank you for speaking to us on Money Talk.